Alright guys, the updated version of my Chaos Tengu Junk Doppel deck. Very consistent. I've found a perfect balance to make this deck so consistent. Just enough mill, just enough everything to run perfectly against agents. And it destroys agents, Chaos agents, Tour Guide agents, TG agents, everything. It's very consistent. And so I'll start the deck profile. Here we go. It's the Blackluster Soldier, obviously. There you go. The only boss monster in the deck. It's very easy to get out. 2 Effect Veiler. Running 2 now. I can use it more than once. I can use more than one. I always draw them anyhow. I don't really mill them. And then the only 2 main mill cards, the 2 Raikos. You get the Good Destruction effect, and you mill 3, which helps speed up the deck a little bit, or just enough actually. And those are the lights. My light lineup, only 5. And then I have the 1 Chaos Sorcerer, very handy, especially with the glow up bulb or anything. Going to my Arcanite, very helpful. And then next I got the 3 Junk Synchrons. Help speed up the deck, especially with the 3 Doppel Warrior. Go for my Formula Librarian, and a little extra change in the extra deck, but I can go Trish first turn. Very consistent. And I don't just have to use it with Junk Synchron, I can do it with pretty much anything, because there's a lot of Reborn from the graveyard here. And then have the Sangan, staple, have to have that in any deck. The plant lineup, that Glow Up Bulb, Spore, Dandelion, and Lone Fire Blossom. It's basic, it helps out speed, very fast speed, get Quasar first turn very easily. I'm not running Debris Dragon, it's kind of slow and there's only a few targets for it. It's not really worth it. So, and then we have the 3 Tengus. Those help out so much, very much. Synchro, defense, pretty much anything. I can even Exceed with them if there's a floater floating around or anything. With those 3. And then my tech choices, the Zephyros and the Spirit Reaper. And this guy, very hard for fairies to get over, and it's extremely good against mirror matches. And Zephyros is just another one of those guys to a floating dark. I can pull off plays with him very easily, like scoop the Doppel, special it, and special the Doppel again. You know, just an extra 4-star, very good for that. There you go. And then the spells, we have the staples, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, Double MST, Book of Moon, and Mind Control, very self-explanatory there. For this deck, just since Pot of Avarice is limited, just 1 Pot of Avarice. And for these types of decks, 1 for 1 and Foolish Burial. Just get those things in the graveyard quick. And Foolish, you can get your extra light or extra dark or whatever you need for a BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, or anything like that. And then my Searchers, Reinforcements, and Double Tuning. And even though there's only 3 targets, speeds up the deck very well. You search your Junk Synchron, and you get to mill 1. Most of the time I mill a lot, or not a lot, but a really very good card to mill, a Glow Up Bulb or a Dandelion or something like that. And then occasionally I mill my second tuning, and that kind of sucks. But the Mind Crushes, can't really use those too blindly because there's a lot of Mind Crush going around right now. And then my double Bottomless, I'm not running Warnings, I'm just going to wait for the reprint. They're too expensive right now, and they work very well, especially against agents and mirror match, and that's pretty much what I'm going around the regionals is other Plant Doppel or anything like that deck, and fairies, some agents. Got this 1 Starlight Road, saves me so much, the Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Black Rose, anything like that. And then double Call the Haunted. Self-explanatory. And if they're use them, I pretty much just use a monster for synchro anyways, and then I can like scoop this and bring back a Zephyros and use the Call the Haunted again. And then for the side deck, oops, got my Utopia. He's very helpful, especially if I have that floating Zephyros or extra Tengu or anything. These 2 aren't in the deck. Got the Recipro Dragonfly. Extra 2-star, bring out Trish first turn with the Formula Librarian because I have the extra token if I get a glow bulb or something in the graveyard. And I can even pull out a Quasar with that. And the Formula Synchron, obviously. There you go. Armory Arm, that's with a BLS. They have attack position monster. That's a OTK right there. Magical Android, 5-star, light target, Catastor staple, Librarian staple, just easy drawing, Bryonic staple, Ancient Fairy Dragon. I think it's gonna be very well, especially with all this Dark World crap that's coming out. The Dark World field spell is gonna be very annoying, so Fairy's gonna help out with that. Arcanite Magician. So freaking useful. Even though the only target I have for the non-tuner material is Chaos Sorcerer, I can still pull off plays and get big destruction going off on there. 1 Black Rose, 1 Stardust, both staples. Scrap Dragon staple. Trishula, also staple. And Shooting Star Dragon. And one of these cards, I'm not sure which one, gonna come out for a Quasar, because I can pull off Quasar very easily. We had a Yu-Gi-Oh party last night and I pulled off Quasar a few times in one turn. It was ridiculous. And so they didn't want me to proxy Quasar anymore, so that's the deck profile. Chaos Junk Tengu, well, Chaos Tengu Junk Doppel version 2.0, and I think it's pretty perfected. You guys leave me any comments, any advice, anything that you think could help out my deck, and subscribe. Thanks.